Let's see the review of Evolution X 5.6 on Poco X2. This update is of 22nd April. Now let's skip to the about phone. As you can see, Android version is Android 11. The security base is of 5 April. The kernel version is 4.14 kernel. And the build date is 22nd April. Now let's see some customizations. In network and internet, in Geo, we get Volt, and Volt is working fine. As you can see the logo. And down here you get Wi-Fi calling. In hotspot, you get the same options. In connected devices and connection preferences, you get Bluetooth, cast, printing, file receiver Bluetooth, Chromebook, driving mode, nearby share, and Android Auto. And the main customization is the Evolver. Here you get 10 of customizations. In themes, you get lock screen clock. As you can see, you can choose a lock screen clock. Then you get a show status area, that is weather, etc. Then down here you can choose the fonts and you get many options, as you can see. Then you can choose dark theme. In this you can schedule it and choose a color bucket. Down here you can choose the accent color. Then you can choose the icon shape, icon pack, setting dashboard icons, and switch style. In G visual mode, you get header bar height, header sizes, rounded corner, and navbar colors. Then you can choose the volume panel style, that is stock, expanded, compact, Oreo, tiled, and MIUI. Then you can choose a custom header when you enable it, and suppose static image, and suppose this one. As you can see, you can set a custom header. Then you get QoS style disco, QoS style icon style, QoS 10 style, framing default, background alpha, etc. In status bar, you get network traffic monitor. In this you can choose the net activity location, display mode, etc. In clock and date you get show clock and date, clock position, AM, PM style, show seconds. In date seconds you get date style, date format, date position, etc. In battery bar, you can choose a location. In this you get battery bar color, battery bar low battery color, custom charging color, battery bar charging color, blend color, etc. Then you get battery indicator. In this you get battery style and battery percentage and battery percent when charging. Then you get system icons where you can choose the icons. Then you get show 4 versions of LTE, use old style mobile data icon and roaming indicator. In notifications you get header notification. In this you get header notification, less boring notifications, add up to stop list and add up to blacklist. Then you get notification header, notification sound effective, vibrate for notification, kill app button, notification light, battery light, show audio notification. And down here you get vibrate on connect, vibrate on call waiting, and vibrate on disconnect. In quick settings you get quick QoS pull down, smart pull down, vibrate on touch, disable quick setting when locked. Then you can choose the rows and columns in portrait and landscape mode. Then you get show QoS style title, quick QoS brightness slider, auto brightness, expanded QoS, show at bottom when expanded, brightness control, data user visibility, battery percentage, battery estimates in quick settings. Then you get edit icon and footer text. In power menu, you get system settings. In this you get device control and sensitive content. Then you get advanced reboot, hide and lock screen, and optional user action. You can choose a screenshot, screen record, and flashlight. In gestures you get system settings. In this you get double tap to sleep, on status bar and lock screen. Then you get quickly open the camera. Then you get system navigation. In this you get gesture navigation, 2 button and 3 button navigation. And gesture navigation is working fine. As you can see the back button, home button, and reset button. As you can see it's working fine. And in 2 button. As you can see the navbar comes, even 3 button. As you can see it's working fine. And in gesture navigation and settings you get many options. In this you get left edge, right edge, amount of screen height, dead zone, show pill, advanced gestures. In these advanced gestures you get extend swipe action, long swipe action, long left swipe action, and long right swipe action. Then you get gesture bar length and gesture bar radius. And down here you get haptic feedback and back gesture animation. Then you get prevent ringing, 3 finger screenshot. In this you get 3 finger screenshot, screenshot type, and screenshot quality. In power on you get the same options. Then you get skip music tracks and adaptive playback. In gestures you get long press forward and for torch, automated turn on a torch, brightness control, 3 finger screenshot, double tap to check phone and double tap to sleep. And lock screen you get always on display schedule. And this you can set a schedule. Then you can set a start time and end time. Then you get fingerprint error vibration, fingerprint authentication vibration, status bar, lock icon, charging animation, lock screen shortcuts. Then you get media cover art filter, and media cover art blur level. In navigation you get system navigation. In this you get layout, invert layout, and pixel animation. In buttons you get enable navbar, and you can choose a backlight. Then you get volume rocker wake, control playback, keyboard cursor control, reorient volume button, show volume button on left. And extras you get click to pause a screenshot. In animations you can disable the animation, screen of animation, scrolling cache, animation style, animation duration, and tile animation, interpolator. And miscellaneous you get gaming mode, screenshot settings. In this you get the same options. Then you get launch music app on Ethernet connection, charging animation, sensor block per package. Then you get USB configuration, when to play ringtone from, radio info, force brightness values, ambient display values, and ambient notification brightness. And about section for Revolution X Room. And apps notifications you get conversations. And in notifications you get notification history, conversations, and notification bubbles. Here you also get the option of wireless emergency alerts. And this you can allow alert, extreme alert, severe alert, amber alerts, test alert, area update broadcast, emergency alert history, vibration, and alert reminder. And down here you get notification lock screen, sensitive notification, skip lock screen, hide silent notification on status bar, allow notification snoozing, suggested actions and replies, notification dot turn up icon, blink light, default notification sound, and do not disturb mode. In apps notifications you get conversation, notification, Google Assistant, screen time, default app, Policy Manager, wireless emergency alert, and special app access. In battery you get thermal profile. In this you can set a profile, that is default, benchmark, camera, dialer, gaming, etc. And for Geekbench I have chosen benchmark. And battery you get battery saver. In this you get extreme battery saver. And this you get option of when to use. Suppose you choose always use, and turn on the battery saver. Turn on. All the third party apps get disabled, as you can see. And here you also get option of essential apps. Suppose you choose Chrome. Even the battery saver is on, you can still use the Chrome, as you can see. Then you can set a schedule and turn off when charged. Down here you get smart charging. That is, you can set a stop level and start level. Here you also get option of smart cutoff. That is, device will stop charging when device is overheated. And you can set the stop level and start level. In display you get brightness level, adaptive brightness. In lock screen you get notification lock screen, skip lock screen, add text on lock screen, show lockdown option, battery level on bottom, double tap to check phone, wake screen for notification, ambient wake gesture, always on display when charging, ambient music taker, and show ambient music taker. Then you get the same options. And down here you get live display. In this you can color calibrate the display. In colors you can choose a natural color, boosted, and adaptive. And in styles on wallpaper. In wallpaper you can choose the wallpaper. In style you can choose the font type, icon shape, etc. And in grid you can choose the grid size. In rotation you can auto screen for 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 and 270 degrees. Then you get double tap to wake, pocket detection, enable blurs. In ambient display, when you turn it on you get wake up gesture, pick up gesture, hand wave, and pocket gesture. In sound you can choose the media sounds. And down here you get volume stats, vibrate for call, ringtone vibration pattern. And live caption, when you turn it on you can choose the language, high profanity, show sound label, and live caption in volume control. Let's turn it off. If the live caption is on, it will use more battery. And remember, when you install this room, first go to sound settings and select the ringtone. By default all are set to none, as you can see. And down here you get a milestone and answer. When you turn it on, you can choose a headphone type and a preset. And here you also get an option of enable hi-fi, that is decrease noise and distortion and increase audio quality. At the last you get clear speaker, that is it will play a 30-second audio to clear speaker. In privacy you get policy manager. In this you can allow deny pollution for certain apps. Then you get show password, notification lock screen, show clipboard access alert, device specialized services, app content, auto service with Google location history, activity control, etc. In location, you can allow or deny location for certain apps. In security, you get screen lock, fingerprint, and face unlock. Here you also get option of app locker. As you can see, and in screen lock and pattern, you can choose a 6x6 pattern. Here you also get option of device specific settings. Here you can choose a refresh rate, auto low refresh rate, battery saver refresh rate, and page style notch. In system, you get gestures. In this you get the same gestures. Now let's check the Geekbench score. The single core score is 514 and the multi-core score is 1484. Now let's check the camera DPI is enabled or not. Manual camera and start. As you can see, it's enabled. Now let's check safety net and run test. As you can see, it's passed. Now let's check the Play Store certification, Play Store and settings. And down here, as you can see, the device is certified. And DRM info. Down here, as you can see, the Wide Open 11 is working fine. In this you get a stock launcher with customizations like notification dot, at a glance, adapt to home screen, swipe it as Google Lab, overview suggestions. In suggestions you get suggestions in all app list, suggestions on home screen and block tabs. Then you get allow home rotation, double to sleep and about section. And this you get the stock camera, that is this one. But of course you can install Gcam which I have installed. As you can see. Now let's check the calls working or not. As you can see, the call working fine. The ROM is extremely smooth. I didn't face a major bug. Thank you so much for watching. I'll meet you in the next one.
What just happened?